literally, some of these young women just showed up on our doorstep at the pottery studio. It kind of was like a light bulb, like, that's it. That's where God is calling us to do more. We had our first two kids, Cambria and Cameron, and it was 2010. Cameron was just born, and we knew we wanted to grow our family, but God just really opened our eyes to the foster care crisis. And we got two little girls on our front porch, Bridget and Olive. They were 1 and 4, and we started this crazy journey.
We adopted my two sisters when I was about 5 years old. I wasn't old enough to understand at the time, so it was a little difficult for me to fully understand and fully get to know what was happening. But as I've gotten older, I've loved it so much, and I genuinely cannot imagine my life without Bridget and Olive.
I was very young when I was adopted, so I don't remember my whole life. I could just know I was just born in Jackson.
I thought, okay, this is going to be our little, pathway to help the fatherless, was going to be to welcome kids into our own home. But it just got me thinking, what else needs to be done? Getting together with Jordan and Christy and just kind of brainstorming. And then literally some of these young women just showed up on our doorstep at the pottery studio. And we thought, wow, that's it. That's where God is calling us to do more in this community.
Watching my mom start Good Dirt Collective was definitely a process. Watching the physical renovations of the building, watching her just come to life as more and more girls became to join. She just would talk about it and she would just light up with joy, and how happy she was that these girls were finding a safe, secure place. And just watching my mom, Christy, and Jordan love on these girls like they're their own children has just brought so much joy to my heart.
I feel like every girl who has experienced trauma like that just needs someone that knows that they care, and I'm sure everyone has a heart to do that.
There is a huge need for any kind of care, any kind of support, whether it's financially, if it's time.
They need time to know that you aren't going to leave, that you're going to show up and stay.
I knew there was a lot of brokenness inside the foster system. There's a need, but you don't really know how much or how deep that need really is until you experience it.